So you mean to tell me all those late nights, what you doing, where you at? I've seen Jay-Z at his house. I've seen T. Jakes at his house. I've seen Chris Brown at his house. I've seen Jordan Woods at his house. I've seen Travis Scott at his house. I've seen Beyonce at his house. I've seen Tiana Taylor. I've seen them all.
People could not believe it when news broke about Jason Lee being accused of taking money from the hard-working residents of Stockton City to fund his luxurious lifestyle. The story already sounded wild, but things became even more unbelievable when, after he was arrested and questioned over the missing funds, Jason allegedly turned around and accused Jay-Z and Beyoncé of setting him up online. Yes, you heard that right. After getting caught up in a scandal involving public money, he supposedly blamed two of the biggest celebrities in the world. The first question that people kept asking was simple. How in the world did Jason Lee end up as the vice mayor of Stockton in the first place? No one ever pictured him stepping into politics. Most people only knew Jason as a media personality who thrived on gossip, controversy, and celebrity drama.
I'm going to tell them while Johnny puts a beep over this part of the show, so you'll never know what it is, but I want you to see their reactions, and I'm going to do it right now. Ooh, and that's where I go back to, like, we're friends in the game. We support each other. We help each other out. Can you imagine had I put that on Hollywood Law? Oh, there's one more thing. Beat this, Johnny.
Woo!
So that in itself, I think Beyonce could have gave me a, you know what I mean? Like, there should be a little love there. Now,
maybe she doesn't know.
Beyonce doesn't know.
Yeah, I don't think Beyonce. They're not going to share that with her.
Yvette knows. I got the receipts. I still have the receipts. Yvette know I got the receipts. I got them. Now if I get that message to Beyonce,
yes,
I can get it to I'm connected. I could get the message to Beyonce.
She needs to know.
And I think people like her publicist, who I love, and I'm just being critical. That's just what I do. You know that, Yvette. We're trying to book Kelly Rowland right now. Now, if I don't get Kelly Rowland because I say this about, then it's gonna be a problem. Then I'm putting out receipts. The receipts I just told you about, then I'll put those out.
The fires that will come of that.
I ain't worried. I ain't going nowhere. I'm telling you right now, I'm not playing this industry.
Seeing his name attached to a respected public position felt strange from the beginning. Yet somehow, that was exactly what happened. Stockton's mayor at the time, Christina Fugazi, appointed him as vice mayor. She had taken office in January, and by November of the same year, she chose Jason for that role. Many residents were confused about the decision, but the leadership moved forward anyway. Unfortunately, the situation quickly spiraled into a disaster that made the entire city look careless. Once Jason stepped into office, investigations began only a few months later. By May of the same year, officials were already examining claims that he mishandled $50,000 in city funds. That meant he had barely settled into the job before accusations started to surface.
You know, a lot of these celebrities, every single celebrity in the culture has been to Diddy's house, which means they've gone through all his phones, text messages. I can read you my text message to Diddy. What day is it airing on the show, on the network? Are you coming on the show? Diddy, what's this? It's all been business for me. It's been business for me. I don't have nothing inappropriate to them people because I don't deal with them like that. So you mean to tell me all those late nights, what you doing, where you at? I've seen Jay-Z at his house. I've seen T. Jakes at his house. I've seen Chris Brown at his house. I've seen Jordan Woods at his house. I've seen Travis Scott at his house. I've seen Beyoncé at his house. I've seen Tiana Taylor. I've seen them all. Now, we was all in the backyard, but I've seen them all. I've seen Usher there. I've seen DaBaby there. I've seen Justin Bieber there. I've seen... Everybody's been to a Diddy party. I've seen Lindsay Lohan, Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore, Tyrese, Amber Rose. I've seen them all up in there. Mary J. Blige. I've seen them all.
It didn't help his image at all, especially since Stockton had been dealing with financial strain for years. The last thing the city needed was another scandal linked to poor spending decisions. The $50,000 in question came from an event held in May, a live version of the popular show Wild 'N Out at the Adventist Health Arena. Ticket sales were far lower than expected, and to prevent the event from being canceled, the city stepped in with money from its risk mitigation fund. That fund was supposed to be used for emergency support, not entertainment projects. Still, they approved the money so the show could move forward. But according to Steve Cangello, Stockton's former interim city manager, Jason did not follow the correct procedures for accessing that money. Steve claimed that Jason took the $50,000 without getting the necessary approval from city officials. He went even further, arguing that this amount was only a fraction of what Jason had allegedly moved around behind the scenes.
Why would I, Jason Lee, I'm getting calls, and I haven't even said anything. They ain't called me to go to the Rock Nation brunch. They haven't called me to go to the Gold Party.
To accept being honored.
They haven't called me when we offered to honor Jay-Z at the award show. They didn't call me to go to the press conference about striking the deal with the NFL while we were kneeling for Kaepernick. They didn't call me to ask me what I thought about her hair care product. They didn't call me to offer a free bottle of her perfume. I didn't get to go backstage on her tour for the Renaissance. In fact, when the video circulated making it look like I've been chasing her around like a super fan, which I am a super fan, but I chase nobody. Nobody's called me to clear that up. I haven't gotten a delivery of white flowers with a little card from Beyonce. Why is everybody calling me now?
Oh, and you also stopped.
We not gonna even go there. I stopped a major thing for Beyonce. Didn't even get a thank you.
So now everybody's
why is everybody calling me now? Because I'm a firefighter. Because I run towards fires and I put them out or I fan the flames. But why is everybody calling me now? And that's the problem that I have with this whole situation. But I am going to save this conversation for Jay-Z. Jay-Z, you're watching. I know you're watching because you got people calling me. Stop having people call me. You can call me yourself. You know how to get my number. You know you got people calling me. Call me yourself because this right here is going to go viral. The way my job works on the internet, everybody's going to be clipping, sharing on TikTok. Watch this. Do your thing, TikTok. Jay-Z and Beyonce is going to see this. I am exhausted with people calling me about Jay-Z and Beyonce. You've never called for anything else. And I haven't even said anything about you yet. And yet I'm getting all these calls. I've gotten more calls over the weekend about Jay-Z and Beyonce. You know, I think this is an opportunity to have a bridge and have a conversation about how this thing works because I'm not a publicist. I am not I'm just Jason, okay? And I have opinions about unlocking Hollywood. Remember I said at the top of this show, or somewhere in the show, that I was in love with the entertainment industry until I found out it was Jeffrey Dahmer. This is part of the gnawing at the wrist that the industry does. You know, black excellence, we don't show up for each other like we should. And then when the shit's about to hit the fan or some shit, you think I'm gonna go fan some shit. Now you're showing up. You know, again, I'm not angry. I'm a little disappointed because as much as I've loved this woman for years, I told you I don't like her as much as I used to. I still love her, but I'm not as super fan like I used to be. You know how much I was I mean, this woman, this is everything. And this together is everything. But is it? I think this is an opportunity to have a conversation, because I believe that we as a culture should be very supportive of each other before this stuff happens, so that way our proximity to it can help us tell the real story. That's why we got to be working together to tell our stories. But I will tell you, to the audience, if I do come up missing, all the calls I've been getting have been about him. And listen, I haven't had any threatening calls. Nobody has said that they're going to hurt me, so I want to go on record for that.
Steve believed that Jason had taken far more than that, possibly in the millions, by claiming to support events like Wild 'N Out, even though he may have been funneling funds for his personal benefit. On top of that, Steve accused Jason of having connections with the show's promoters and possibly keeping part of the money for himself. To Steve, the whole arrangement looked shady. He felt the city deserved answers, so he called for an internal investigation to dig deeper into Jason's actions. Jason responded exactly as many expected, by denying everything. Not only did he reject the accusations, but he also threatened to sue anyone who continued to push what he called false claims. He insisted that the money was approved through the proper channels and that he had nothing to do with the decision. Jason even went online to defend himself and share his side of the story. On Instagram, he posted a message saying he was warned that people were spreading a conspiracy about him. The rumor claimed that he arranged for Wild 'N Out to come to Stockton because he, Nick Cannon, and others could profit from the event. Jason said the story was nonsense. According to him, Nick Cannon and the entire Wild 'N Out team came to Stockton as a personal favor. He framed the event as an opportunity to bring excitement to the city while proving they deserved high-quality partnerships. Jason also said that instead of being appreciated, he and the city staff were being criticized for trying to make the event successful. He explained that the matter was brought up during an audit committee meeting, but when it came time to address the issue, no one said anything. He claimed that management actually praised the Wild 'N Out team for their professionalism and that the community enjoyed the show. Jason insisted that the accusations were nothing more than an attempt to damage his reputation. After his Instagram post, Jason also claimed that the allegations were a form of retaliation because he had raised concerns about the city's finances during his role as the chair of the audit committee. In his view, people were angry that he questioned how money was being managed, and they wanted to punish him for speaking up. He even demanded a public apology and stated that he would pursue $25,000 in damages for defamation, emotional distress, and harm to his public image if the claims weren't withdrawn. Jason was determined to clear his name no matter how chaotic things appeared. But the story didn't stop there. Jason Lee had been talking about Jay-Z and Beyoncé for weeks, ever since the situation with Diddy exploded online. Because of that, many people thought he was starting drama just to stay in the conversation. Some believed he was trying to distract from his own scandal by attaching himself to the bigger names in entertainment. Jason had a complicated history with Beyoncé and Jay-Z long before this situation. When Beyoncé didn't invite him to the premiere of her Renaissance film, Jason became furious. He even threatened to expose information that could harm her image. At that moment, he came across as entitled, and his outrage seemed personal rather than professional. Most people dismissed his outburst at the time, but his accusations resurfaced when the scandal surrounding Diddy brought new attention to industry insiders. Jason claimed he had seen major celebrities at Diddy's parties and began naming names online. He listed stars like Jordan Woods, Travis Scott, Usher, DaBaby, Justin Bieber, Tyrese, Amber Rose, Mary J. Blige, Tiana Taylor, and, of course, Beyoncé and Jay-Z. He later returned online to say that Beyoncé and Jay-Z were now sending people after him. Jason accused them of trying to silence him because he mentioned their names. He said they had pressured him to clarify his comments about them, threatened to cut ties with him professionally, and tried to get him to make statements on their behalf. According to Jason, he refused to cooperate. He also claimed he helped stop a damaging news story about Beyoncé and Jay-Z from being published, yet they continued to act as if he didn't exist. In his eyes, that was a major sign of disrespect. Jason insisted that he had information they didn't want the public to know. Because of that, he believed they were trying to ruin him. When people started connecting Beyoncé and Jay-Z to his legal problems, Jason posted a message saying that spreading lies about someone is wrong, even if you don't like them. Many felt he was hinting that the couple really did have something to do with his situation. Meanwhile, the public had plenty to say. One person commented that Jason, being a mayor, told them everything they needed to know about the city's decision-making. Someone else said the funniest thing about Jason's ongoing drama was the moment Beyoncé literally walked away from him, and Jason becoming mayor was just another strange twist in an already bizarre story. People were divided. Some believed Jason had dug his own grave by getting involved in shady political situations. Others wondered if there was more to the story, especially since Jason was known for having insider relationships within the entertainment world. Now the big questions remain. Did Jason Lee really misuse the city's money? Is he blaming Beyoncé and Jay-Z to shift attention? Or is there a deeper story at play? No matter what, the situation has turned into a whirlwind of accusations, denials, rumors, and finger-pointing. Stockton residents are left confused and disappointed, wondering how their city ended up in the middle of a celebrity-driven storm. So now I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the claims that Jason Lee embezzled Stockton's funds? Do you believe Jay-Z and Beyoncé had any role in this situation? Or is Jason trying to drag them into his mess? Share your opinions in the comments, because this story just keeps getting wilder.